Good day, my learners. You are here again with Master Andrew. I'm going to take you on a journey through LCM and HCF for algebraic expression. Of course, LCM and HCF are the things you are conversant with, but this time around we're going to be doing it in a different way. Alright, before we continue, I'd like us to look at the lesson objective. Let's see where our focus is going to be throughout this lesson. Number 1, identify LCM and HCF of algebraic expression. Number 2, factorize expressions involving algebra. Number 3, find LCM and HCF of algebraic expression. As we usually do, I hope you have your writing materials. I have a teaser here for you and it's going to take just 5 seconds. Now it says, which expression can divide all three perfectly? Then find the smallest expression they can all divide into. Like I said, 5 seconds, and I'm sure the 5 seconds has already elapsed. Let's continue. Okay, HCF, LCF, algebra involving LCM and HCF and all forms of expressions is what we are going to be looking at. So for instance, before we continue, I want us to take a good look at what an algebra means. So in the definition of algebra, it says, in the simple terms, algebra is a branch of mathematics that deals with substitution of letters like symbols for numbers. Now here are the examples. 2x, 6ab, 25 cube. It can be any number at all with any kind of variables. So let's take a look at what we are trying to say. There are steps in solving LCM or HCF involving algebra. For instance, we have this that you need to factorize. Now supposing I'm giving 4x squared, for instance, you know of course that 4x squared here, what it means is that you are going to find the factors of 4 times and then x multiplied by x. You know it can be expressed this way. So these are just some of the initial steps you need to take when you want to factorize all of this. So we're going to see more of the examples. So now we have find, the question here says find the HCF of 6x squared and 9x to power of 3. Someone can decide to do this in a different way. You can decide to say 6x squared equals 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by x multiplied by x again to factorize 6x squared. You can as well have 9x to power of 3, 9x to power of 3 as 3 multiply 3 times, I hope you are getting this actually, 3 times 3, okay, times x, because the x here is to the power of 3, so our x is going to be multiplied 3 times. Now multiply by x multiply by x. From here we can easily get our highest common factors. So you know we have 3 here that is common and have an x in 2 places. Now another person can decide to use the other method outside this. Another person can decide to say, okay, I don't want to do it this way, let me use the other way. Right, you can have 6x squared comma 9x to power of 3. You can decide to have it this way, and then the usual way you draw it. But you know, when you talk about the highest common factor, the HCF, we are talking about getting a number that can divide these two without having a remainder. So which number can probably go? I'm sure 3 can go. Alright, 3 into 6 here will give us what exactly? I say 3 can go, so 3 into 6 here is going to give us 2x squared, and 3 into 9 is going to give us what? 3x to power of 3. Now from here, you know already that no other number can divide 2 and 3 without having a remainder. So if we take our x into this will give us 2x. Okay, now x, we are dividing this here, the variables. Now x into 3x squared will give us x to the power of 3 will give us 3x squared. What again can go, and I'm sure x can go again. This will give us 2, and then this will give us 3x. Of course, it can't go anymore. So for you to get your HCF at this point, you're going to have 3 times x times x. That will make it, that will give us an answer as 3x square. So whichever method you want to use, all of this will help you. Thank you. Now we have one other example. This one comprised of HCF and LCM. Now 6x squared, 6x to the power of 3, y squared, 10x to the power of 4, y to the power of 4, and 30x to the power of 4, y to the power of 3. Now if you are to find both the LCM and the HCF, I want you to refer back to what we just did in the previous chapter. You can use this in the previous page. You can use this to factorize everything that you have been done. I've used the 2-step already. Now if you bring out all these numbers involved, you see that the factors of 6 is 2 to 3, factors of 10 is 2 times 5, factors of 30 is 2 times 3 times 5. From here you will get your lowest common multiple and highest common multiple. So by the time you use these two methods, it will be easier for you to get your number, and it is solved already. You follow it carefully and you have your answer. Now here is class practice. I want you to practice solving this, but in this, of course, I would like you to find their find the HCF. And I want you to find the HCF and the LCM of the above numbers. That is 8x squared y and 12xy squared. Number 2 says 5x and 10x squared. Number 3, this class practice, I want you to solve it alongside with your assignment and bring it back to me in the classroom. Use whichever method that suits you, provided you get the answer. I want you to first find the LCM. When you get the LCM, for instance, 5x, 10x squared, 5x. Okay, here is another example here. You can also follow. It will guide you on how to get your HCF and then LCM. You factorize this. So it is either you use this way or you use the other way around, which I've already shown you. Now let's take a look at the question here. You're going to solve this as part of your assignment. Find the HCF of 12ab squared and 30a squared b. Find the HCF again of 18a squared y and 27a squared y squared. So this is actually your assignment along with this. So try to solve it and then submit it to me in the classroom. Thank you. See you in the class.